Hey there, statue collectors. Today is my first ever YouTube video review, and it's of none other than this guy, the 1/3 scale Arkham Knight Batman Battle Damaged variant from Prime1 Studios. I think this was teased or went up for pre-order maybe a little under a year ago. I believe it was April of 2018, and it's been about a year coming, so let's just zoom in on this guy and take a look from head to the bottom of the base. I have not seen the first version or the second one with the gold plating. I forget what, I think that was the Prestige edition. So this is the only one I've actually seen in hand. I did not order the other two because at the time I wasn't really into 1/3 scale statues. I was just focused on the 1/4 scale, but you know, as Prime1 does, they eventually announced a Catwoman Arkham Knight statue, and that is what got me into the statue collecting game. Ironically enough, Sideshow's original Catwoman premium format is what got me into collecting statues to begin with. She was actually the first pre-order I ever submitted, so I've been drawn to the Bat family since day one on these statues. But just looking at him, I'm not sure if you can tell, I've got my lighting kit behind me that I just got in a few days ago because I needed something to kind of show off this awesome paint job they did. And it's throughout the whole armor. The skin is really lifelike. The battle damage looks excellent. The breastplate is, you can just see it for yourself. It's really, really well done. This battle damage armor has kind of a blackish brownish tone to it, which is different from any other Batman statue I have. So this was kind of a welcome change just for the look alone. But I'm glad I ordered this piece. I really bought him just to pair with Catwoman, and I was actually expecting her to come in first, but apparently Prime1's shipping those in small batches, so he'll have to wait a little bit longer to be paired with his lady. The cape is really well done. Upon opening this and unboxing it, I've really just literally snapped the cape on the back, and it drapes perfectly just how I wanted it, so I didn't have to futz with it or anything. You can kind of see the tattered and torn cape with apparently the mud from Arkham, or the debris that he's been walking through. Really well done. I mean, it looks like this guy's been through a lot battle-wise. The base, again, I haven't seen the other two statues, so I'm not sure if this base is painted slightly differently with a battle damaged effect. I'm not sure how clean the other two are. I'll have to kind of look at pictures to see, but I seem to remember them being a little more gold and the gargoyles being a little more black. But again, this piece is in perfect condition. It looks just like the prototype. I mean, it has this nice patina on the gargoyle statues. I'd meant to post this video review a few days ago, but I came down with something over the weekend. I just didn't get to it, but I want to get this up as quickly as I can, just to show everybody else what this looks like up close. I did post pictures on the StatueForum with my old iPhone. I just got a new iPhone over the weekend with a better camera. I was a bit behind on that, so I do plan on getting a 4K camera at some point, just because it'll show up the details much better than a, than a phone camera. Again, the cape is really well made. It's kind of heavy. It looks like real leather, and it just looking at it, it drapes perfectly. I was really not looking forward to having to shape that thing when I got it out, but luckily I was stoked when it just laid on the back of him, and it just drapes perfectly, exactly how I imagined he'd look before I even got him. I'll go down one more time on the front, just so you can kind of see his ab work. I mean, he looks like he's been through hell. And the utility belt, it may be the same color as the other two versions, the original and the Prestige, but again, I hope at some point someone posts a picture of all three of these versions next to each other. That would be nice to see, just to see the differences side by side. He was really simple to put together, not a lot of parts. They did package him really well. The battle damaged head here, I mean, it was wrapped in silk and then some padding and then some other styrofoam wrapped all around him. So there wasn't anything getting to this head sculpt. And as you can see, it's perfect. I mean, it looks like a real face. You can see his bloodied forehead there. He's kind of got the 5 o'clock shadow going on, plus all the bruising. It's just, I can't find a single thing wrong with this statue at all. I'm pretty stoked to have it. I'll be even more stoked when Selena gets here. I'll go and switch out the head so you can see what he looks like with his unmasked portrait. That is how I imagine Bruce Wayne, right there. In my mind, that's him. He's a big boy. He's intimidating. And he usually gets the girl in the end. And he usually gets to beat up the bad guys, so. I'll try to do more of these videos as pieces come in. My plan is to do the Rogues Gallery framed canvas. That is supposed to ship out to me on March 21st, and so it usually takes UPS 5 days to deliver to my house, so that will probably be my next video review. And I'll go over that in detail because I'm really looking forward to that one. But in the meantime, I'll enjoy this guy. And he pairs really well with Scarecrow too. They have the same color scheme going on. So it just, you know, you could tell it just looks like they popped right out of the game. Although I've never played the game, I've watched the whole thing from start to finish. And it's like watching a 3+ hour movie. So it's pretty neat. So thanks for bearing with me, guys. This is my first video, as I said. I'll get better at it as I go, and I'll definitely get better equipment at some point to really highlight these pieces, plus any of the artwork that I know I'll eventually be buying as well. So take care, guys, and happy collecting.